everybody, how's it going? This is Babylon 5. This is season number 4. This is episode number 7. This episode is called Epiphanies. So last episode we saw the end of the Shadow Vorlon Babylon 5 war. So I'm at a bit of a loss because I don't know how the rest of this season is going to progress. We no longer have the threat of the Shadows. We no longer have the threat of the Vorlons and their planet killers. All of the other first ones, along with Lorien, have gone beyond the rim and have left the galaxy, as they said to the younger races, to kind of nurture and do with as they do. But then I've also got at the back of my head of this whole process of Lorien saying it's a cycle. Every 1,000 years something happens where chaos and order create this war. So it makes me think to myself, like, which races could that possibly be? Because it's going to be 2 of the younger races, because like all the first ones have left. So that fills me with a bit of dread. I don't think we're going to go to 1,000 years in the future to see, but you know, just the thought that it probably could happen again at some point is slightly worrying. Knowing that Minbar and the Minbari are probably now one of the oldest races of the younger races left out there puts a lot of emphasis on them, as you know, and their position within the galaxy, I guess, because people would probably look to them for guidance because they've been around for, you know, since the last war at least anyway. So it's like, you know, what kind of position might that put Delenn in as well, as being Ranger 1 basically. So I'm looking forward to watching this one. Let's go.
The President has commissioned a new program involving Psychor, Earth Force, Night Watch, and the Ministry of Peace.
Oh, balls.
Now, for reasons of security, none of these groups will know what the others have been assigned to.
Won't we end up stepping on each other's toes?
That's the risk we'll have to take.
Shit.
The President can't trust anyone outside of the inner circle with the whole picture.
Oh, God.
I'm not authorized to give you the details.
Inner circles, man.
Something has rattled him big time. So we've been given a new mandate. The President wants Babylon 5 shut down.
The Centaurum met this morning to discuss choosing a new emperor. With all the recent problems, they voted to postpone any decisions for a while.
Oh.
So they could choose more wisely this time.
Probably
Not
a good
put a
idea.
madman on the throne?
royal bloodline isn't what it used to be. Too much intermarrying, I suppose.
Exactly. So the Centaurum has decided to appoint a regent to the throne until a new emperor can be selected.
Oh,
Regent?
that'll work.
My heavens, who would take that job?
Actually, they've selected you.
It hardly seems worth... Me?
He's like a little child, this guy, isn't he?
Oh, dear.
What?
What happened after you left Babylon 5?
Told you I don't remember.
What happened
I said I don't remember!
Oh, shit. I don't think he's well.
Yeah, what is it?
Mr. Garibaldi, we've got a coded message for you. It just came in.
Source?
We haven't been able to run it down. We ran a standard decode on it, but we couldn't find anything.
I put it through.
What the actual shit is happening?
Computer, delete last transmission and log of incoming messages.
We've all been under a lot of strain lately, all right? So no one can blame you for feeling a little stressed out, but maybe a few days away.
Has he been
I don't want a
brainwashed?
few days away. I don't want a vacation, a leave of absence, or a 5-day pass to Disney Planet. I just want out. Why?
I wouldn't want to go to a Disney planet.
Because I want to get out of the game while I'm still ahead, that's why. Where does it say that I have to fight someone else's battles every day for the rest of my life? I'm tired. I'm tired of fighting wars I can't even begin to understand.
Garibaldi.
Look, I didn't come here to argue with you. I just wanted to tell you because you got a right to know. We all went through hell together, and whether you realize it or not...
But we don't know what he
damn it,
fully went through
alive.
yet.
I did my part, and now it's time for me to try and find a life for myself. The war was about finding our own way and making our own choices. If you won't let me do that, if I can't carve out just a little bit of happiness for myself, then I have to ask, what the hell were we fighting for? I'm sorry.
Welcome home, Mr. Garibaldi.
Thank you, Jakar.
What?
I can't breathe.
Oh, sorry. Why were you apologizing?
Oh,
Because,
because it was all for nothing. I mean, you went through all that for me.
These people are free now.
Somewhere else.
All for nothing? Absolutely not. Yes, true. If I hadn't gone after you, the Centauri would never have captured me. And yes, it cost me my eye, but it put me in the right place to strike a deal with Molari. Because of that deal, my world is now free.
Then you're not upset?
Upset? I'm delirious with joy. It proves that if you confront the universe with good intentions in your heart, it will reflect that and reward your intentions.
He keeps laughing him so hard.
It just doesn't always do it in the way you expect.
Maybe so. I'm just sorry I had to go through all this.
For this goal, I'd go through far worse. That's why I came
I
here to
genuinely
thank you.
believe that he was.
Through your friendship, you became the one thing outside my own people that I could care enough about to risk being captured.
Oh,
And in so doing, helped me serve my people more than I had dreamed possible.
I do love their little friendship.
You have a very weird way of looking at the universe, Jakar. But I kind of like it. Thank you.
Commander, you better put on ISN. They're talking about us.
What? Oh. Oh, yeah.
Computer, show us ISN.
The newly issued presidential mandate forbids any Earth ship to travel to or from Babylon 5. This includes commercial transport, passenger liners, and private cruisers. Earth Force patrols are authorized to use force to maintain the quarantine zone.
Oh.
Any ship found violating these rules will be seized, with both crews and passengers subject to arrest.
Isolation.
The president took this action in response to reports from the Ministries of Peace and Security, detailing possible terrorist threats emanating from Babylon 5. The president will release information regarding these threats at a later date.
Holy hell.
Once again, all travel between Earth and Babylon 5 is now forbidden by law.
Shit!
I take it you've seen the news.
We have? What the hell is going on back home? This quarantine.
Now that he's lost his allies among the shadows, the president is worried about what you might do next. He knows you'll come after him sooner or later, so he's making a preemptive strike.
Cutting you off.
He wants to destroy your credibility, undermine your position back home and among the alien governments. They've already launched Phase 1, the propaganda war, with Phase 2.
Which is?
Serious.
And what's Phase 2?
It's not that easy, Mr. Allen. This information has a price tag attached to it.
Why? You said that you would help us in exchange for us trying to free your lover from the neural nets the shadows used on her.
Yes.
True. Even though the shadows seem to be gone, their allies in the core are still there, so I can't pursue this back home.
Oh.
But,
Oh.
you haven't succeeded yet, have you? If the shadows have left Zahadum, and that's where this technology came from.
No,
why not
no.
Go there and take it.
No.
Go back to Zahadum? Are you nuts?
Why not? If what you say is true, the place is deserted.
No, they would have left defenses.
I think John blew
Maybe
most
so.
of that city up
But
anyway.
that's my price. You take me to Zahadum, and I'll tell you what I know about Phase 2.
Bloody hell.
After that, we go our separate ways. Looks like hell.
That's about right.
John, the crew is picking up something unusual at the local jump gate.
What is it?
It appears to be an evacuation.
What? Were they not all dead?
Those aren't shadow vessels.
Oh.
Who are they?
Shadows could not have done all they did alone. They had allies, dark servants from other races who helped. Because they believed, not because they had something to gain.
Oh, shit.
Why would they be evacuating?
Are we picking up any signals from the planet?
No.
Lita?
I'm not sensing anything. It feels dead.
Oh, shit.
Then we can go in. There's no one there to stop us.
Come about.
What?
Get us away from the planet. Fast. What are you doing? Defense is down. No warning message.
It's a trap.
There's nobody left down there. Now, maybe the shadows decided not to leave anything behind for others to steal.
No. No, they wouldn't.
Oh, my God.
Well, looks like we're still stuck with each other, Mr. Bester. Like I said, it's an imperfect world. You know, I was just thinking about the timing of that evacuation at Zahadum. And then I remembered what Ivanova told me. That when the three of you went to Zahadum to find me, the shadows picked up on your telepathic signal.
Yes.
Now, those sensors were probably left behind when the shadows went away. If someone who were there began Sending a telepathic probe the moment we hit hyperspace
It'd set whatever that was off.
might just be enough to set off the destruct sequence. Of course, it would take a very powerful telepath to send a signal that far ahead.
Shit.
Hyperspace has been known to enhance telepathic abilities.
Not that much.
What did they do to
What
her?
I haven't figured out yet is why would someone go through all that?
Maybe because he got me angry. Maybe because there's some leftover commands from the Vorlons I haven't recognized yet.
Oh, God.
Maybe because what's left on Zaha Doom can't be allowed to fall into anyone's hands for any reason.
She's got a point there.
Maybe.
You don't know who would use it and what they would use
Maybe
it
because
for.
he has hurt so many of my people. He deserves to be hurt in response.
Delenn called them the allies of the shadows, dark servants. We don't know what they took when they left, where they're going, or what they plan to do when they get there.
Yes.
Maybe they just wanted out.
Maybe they want to get even.
Well, with Zaha Doom gone, it'll take a long time before they can do anything to anybody.
I suppose so.
They'd have to rebuild.
I just wish I knew where they were going.
What?
A dream. That's all.
Oh, God, dude, be careful.
Just a bad dream.
Honestly, I feel like every time I watch an episode, I've said this before, every time I watch an episode, I just get more, and more blown away by what is going on. This is crazy. Seeing that Clark and his control of the Psycho is so strong that he is able to get the Black Omega Squadron to create an ambush to make it look like Babylon 5 was shooting down ships in a part of his phases that he has toward placing mistrust in Babylon 5 for the people on Earth, particularly stopping ships from going back and forth, making it a crime, so it's now a law that you can't travel between Earth and Babylon 5, using this phase 2 as a way to get people to be like, look what Babylon 5 have done, they're the bad guys. Only for Susan and the Star Furies to free everybody and basically say to those pilots, look, we've just saved you, we're not who we are being portrayed to be. To seeing John and Lita and Bester going to Zaha Doom because Bester believes that the technology to free Carolyn would be still on Zaha Doom, and with the shadows being gone, he wanted to go and get it. But then Lita blocking him in that meeting was amazing. It sounded like she was slapping him every time he tried to read somebody's mind, and then the biggest slap was when she blocked him. That was insane. Seeing that she is able to project such a strong telepathic signal in advance to the point where it blew up and set off those detonations on Zaha Doom was just insane. But then seeing all of those ships from the Shadows allies flying through that jump point, and John saying, you know, they'll have to go find somewhere else to rebuild, but where would that somewhere be? Only to then see the now regent of Centauri Prime have this weird Dalek kind of thing attached to him with this eye at the end. It was like, holy hell, they've gone to the one place that was probably touched by the shadows more than any other place, even though Bester was saying there are still shadow supporters on Earth. Obviously, Londo and Centauri Prime, because of that link to modern Earth, was so entrenched in everything that was going on with the shadows, and the allies would have known that. But then again, I'm just thinking, what if some of the allies have gone to Centauri Prime and there's other allies that are headed for Earth? Because we don't actually know who was approached first. Was it Earth, or was it Centauri Prime and Londo with Morden? Because we only ever saw Morden approaching Londo, and we didn't see him going to Earth until a lot later, and it seemed that there'd already been an established relationship there at some point. This show is just so clever. May just go watch the next episode, and I will see you guys later, so thank you.